Man, it has been a day, people. It has been a day. I think it's been a week. It's been a real week for me. Busy week. We all have one of those. Um, Dealt with the loss this week. That really stuck with me. But I also had many positives this week, man. Things that I'm just processing while I'm sitting outside, enjoying my cigar before I go to work. When I smoke a cigar, I'm basically taking myself out on a date. I feel as men, we forget that sometimes. We forget to take ourselves out on dates. And what that means is really just having some solitude for yourself, some quiet time to talk to your spirit. Some people take mushrooms, some people smoke marijuana, some people pop pills, and some people just sit in the quiet. I sit in the quiet, sometimes I smoke my cigar. There's no sin greater than the other, you know? It isn't. So as long as you're not idolizing anything, I'm not telling you this is what you're supposed to be doing to get closer to the source. I'm telling you this is what I'm doing. For me to sit my quiet time and be able to just listen to my spirit, man. Sometimes we need that. Listen to all that noise. That's what it's been feeling like for me on the inside for a while, man. Sometimes you just need to just chill out, regain some thoughts for yourself, and execute the next move. And as men, sometimes we go through periods where, I'm gonna say for me, um, you feel like you got everything that you need. Life is good, but then there's moments of, I don't want to say I guess I could say depression. Us men, we have those moments where it's like, damn, and that's where it calls for a reset. You need a reset, and that's what I'm trying to do now, is to have a reset. I don't know about any of you guys out there, but I am a child of divorced parents, and the greatest thing for me was being able to, spend time with my dad every other weekend or so, and just soak in that time. And I'm understanding that now, man, as I get older. Like, it's not about money, you know. I don't need to go on extravagant trips with my dad, or I didn't need to at that time. All I wanted was to spend time. Just like you want to spend time with your partner after a big life change, you know. It could seem scary at first, getting back into the groove of it, but you just need time, man. You need time, and that's important. And where I'm going with this is, you just gotta nurture yourself, man. You gotta nurture yourself just like you nurture your partner. You gotta nurture your relationship with your parents. And spend time, man. Just spend time. And I've been feeling it. I've been feeling that. But I just spoke about that. That down, low energy. Usually I have that dog in me. This week, I'm, nah, man, I'm like at a 2. I'm like at a 2. So in order to get me back up to an 8, which is my normal, I'm usually like at an 8, is to spend time and recalibrate. And sometimes you gotta be selfish with that time. So my dad was here for a couple of days, and normally I usually see my dad like maybe once a year or so, if that. And I wanted to use this time just for him to like reconnect and just to see how I'm living and to see his granddaughter, spend some time with her. I know it's a little different for him. I'm just assuming it's a little different for him stepping into a grandfather role. But then again, it's time, right? It's time. He spent some time with her, and she was able to open up to him and hug him and stuff like that. I know that made him feel good, and it was all about time. Um, I didn't want to bombard him with a whole bunch of questions that I had from him. I just wanted to spend time with him, as little as I had, just to spend time with him and nurture what I already have. One thing I learned about my dad, I'm still trying to learn a lot about him. We're always evolving, and he's in a different space of his life. I think it's like 2 years until he's 60 years old. He looks like he's about 30, man. He keeps himself together, keeps himself in shape. And normally I don't idolize anybody, but as far as like standing on business and continuing to nurture yourself, he does that. And I think he's at a point in his life right now where he wants to put more back into himself. And he's been putting himself into other spaces for a long time. He's been taking care of people for a long time. I watched him get up 6 in the morning when he's here. I think he'll be sleeping in. Nah, he went to the gym. He got it in. He put some love into himself. Came back and still spent time. And I emulate the same things too. When I'm at my long stretch of shifts, I still get up and spend an hour working out. But he does his thing, man, and I respect that. He's gonna be him, pouring into himself every day, no matter what. And that's nurturing, man. That's a beautiful thing. And many times I usually, I used to sit there and think like, man, my dad can teach me a whole bunch of things about life, or if I ask the right questions, or he could be telling me X, Y, and Z. I just realize he knows what he knows, and whatever I can get from him, I can add it on to my life. So that's something that I'm learning, nurturing myself and going after what feels right in your life, And I didn't need any validation from him. I just needed to know that he's doing good and he's taking care of himself, man. That's where I'm at. That's what I'm grateful for. Spirit talking, man. Spirit is talking, but the spirit is talking. I was, man, I was just thinking about, excuse me if I had these long moments, these pauses, I might kind of seem weird in the videos. I'm gonna drop it anyway. But I was thinking about how people get trapped, man. People get stuck in the rat race. They feel trapped in their mind. People get just trapped. I consider life, you have three types of traps, man. A trap of regret. I'm not the type of person to regret. So people get trapped in regret. You know, you start thinking about if I could have done a lot of things more, if I could have done X, Y, and Z, where would I be right now? You can't dwell on things. You gotta let it go, man. That will keep you stuck in the past loop. You would never move forward. That's one. The trap of resentment. Resentment doesn't hurt anybody but yourself. It doesn't. Gotta let it go. You know, asking the person, do they deserve this? Do they deserve this forgiveness? Nah, man, you gotta let it go, bro. You can't resent anything. It is what it is. That's two. And the trap of tradition. Life is just constantly changing, man, and you can't stop it. You can't stop it. You gotta decide whether you want to resist or resent those changes or to be happy, man. Being happy is a choice. You gotta nurture it. How you handle life's changes is based on your spiritual maturity and nurturing. Can't be anchored to your past, man. You just gotta change, take some risk, and move forward. I think I'm feeling that right now, just taking some risk and just moving forward, man. Honestly. Said that to say, it's a good day, man. I'm on the reset. It's about to be February. It's gonna be a good month, man. I need to get into my fasting for this month and focus on that, man. But anyways, y'all take care.